afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Right, Defender of the Fatherland. We're our Theatre 1 vs 1 on Crossroads. Between the south, we got Jove fighting here for the Oberkommand West for Germany. Deutschland for the Panzerdivision versus in the north. We got HelpingHans fighting here for the United Kingdom. King and Country for the 7th Armoured, the Desert Rats. We got here Scavenge, Special Operations and Breakthrough versus Mobile Assault, Tactical Support and Royal Artillery with Infantry, and including a Panzer Fusilier Bulletin and all infantry there for Hansi. In the south, Sturmpani is advancing, rapidly moving ahead the Panzerlehr on the counter-attack to destroy the 7th Armoured, no matter the cost, for Germany. Fulters there following up for Jove, double section with Vickers there following up for Hans, going straight for the centre here for the section, while another section swimming about. He's going first the nations, by the way, not going straight for the fuel. First engagement is going to be here in the centre. Fulters versus the section there. He was actually briefly, I think, either laying down a sandbag there, trenches, can't quite see it, but probably sandbag since there's no marking of the trench, which there usually is. Section there, they're being shot at there by the Fulters inside the house, and he moves up the Sturmpani to Joe in aggressive flanking manoeuvre against Hans' section. And there go, forcing Hans' section to have to displace and get out of there, unless, of course, it fancies being flanked and then shot to bits. So, sharp counter move there by Jove, who then pushes forward for the Fulters gun, as well trying to say sandbag here and defend. Another Fulters squad moving towards the east there, but they've got a Kuhbank following up there for Jove and Germany. Vickers moving out there, going to set up here around the cutoff point. Fun fact about the Vickers, it could actually sort of fire, there was used actually by the Brits to sort of fire in barrages as well, basically aimed upwards to sort of fire down upon the heads of the enemies. I'm less sure how specifically that would be done, but it was apparently done there. It was apparently done, so little fun fact there about the venerable old Vickers machine gun there, water-cooled, World War I vintage as well. Fulters moving eastwards there, Kuhbag moving up there for Jove. Sturmpani is occupying territory there, section moving up the west, Sandmax down there. So he's going to focus east. Interesting enough, neither players have really gone hard for their fuel points. The Hans sort of going forward faster than Jove here, some more occupied controlling the centre. But at the same time, though, he could be laying down barbed wire. He could be laying down at least some mines, but he's not really doing much. He's just occupying this. This feels like there's something he could be, doing a bit more actively. Again, a bit of barbed wire because I make it a lot harder for Hans to do anything around the centre. Sturmpani is moving up. We got Fulters go up. He's expecting Hans to push up the left flank, but instead Hans pulls a quick one on Jove and goes for the centre instead. Tech up there for Hans with sappers on the way in the south. The Kuhbank grabbing the fuel point there. More Fulters goes for Jove and the Panzerlehr. And there you go. First, another engagement in the section versus Sturmpani. He needs support inside the house. Vickers moving up support as well. Sturmpani is falling out since that is not a good spot for there for them. More Fulters arriving. Sturmpani is running up as well. And of course, with the Vickers here basically carrying them in theory, at least it can make it a lot harder for Jove, for example, to flank the section inside there. We've got sappers engaged to the right flank as they move up. Kuhbank almost got the fuel point. More Fulters there arriving for Jove to rush towards the centre here. Sappers on the east side, they're going to be focused down here by Jove's men, not going to bother. But there you go, Vickers opening up the Sturmpaniers, forcing them into cover as well, giving the Sappers time to fall back. Suddenly a lot of sort of maneuvering back and forth between the two. Kuhbank moving up towards the east here. No tech up yet for Jove. For Hans, we've got nothing further besides the Sappers for now. First doctrine chosen here, and it is Mobile Assault for Hans. Mobile Assault certainly the most popular British doctrine at the moment, with its commanders, flamethrowers, land mattresses, self-repair, and in theory also advanced cover combat if anyone actually ever used it. Sappers there being shot to bits by the Kugelwagen. Section there moving up slowly, pushing back the Sturmpaniers. Nice slow flank there by Hans. Again, keeping one element to fix down some of Jove's forces, then moving up another element, sort of trying to flank about there. Quick medic kit there, we've got Kuhbank flanking up, forces that could support in theory. And now there with Jove forced away from the house, Hans can occupy the Vickers machine gun, thus gaining control of the centre, which means Jove's going to be in for a bit of a rough ride here at this rate, unless he brings up a quick light infantry gun to deal with the Vickers machine gun. Hans following up here with a sniper to further counter and pressure Jove's infantry. And also help versus any light vehicles Jove might decide to get. So this could actually be quite a problem for Jove. But at the same time, he always seems to be still shifting away there. Shifting tactical perspective from the centre towards the sides of the map here, which is definitely a sharp move there. Very sharp move, certainly some higher class play there. Not getting too caught up in just the centre, but actually operating on sort of other parts of the map here. Section move ahead aggressive there. Hans pushing forwards for King and Country, but in this case spotted by the Fulters. His men suffered quite a few casualties and damage as Kar-90 AKs hone in on them. Sniper there opening up, good job. They almost got the Kuhbank, that's going to be quite a loss there for Jove. Going to cost him a lot of mobility and reconnaissance ability. And knocked out there. Fulters there taking losses from the sniper, the anti-tank, but at the same time, of course, as this is happening, all of this is happening Jove hits the western viewpoint aggressively, so again it is occupied here, at least occupying Hans. He is shifting perspective and again shifting a bit sort of where things are happening from the east to the west, forcing Hans, of course, now is a bit more scattered towards the east side, to shift suddenly towards the west side to defend that or risk losing his fuel. So that's a nice move there. And what's going on here? Now this is definitely some high level play here. He's basically wrecking the wreck to ensure Jove has no chance of salvaging. He's taking no chance of that. I mean, it's right at the edge of the map there. Most players would just ignore it, but Hans here is not having any of it. He is not leaving Jove a tiniest chance there of salvaging. He's taking no risk there, so that's definitely a sharp play there. Sniper moving up there. There's the Volkskrieger going to take a few hits there with the anti-tank rifles. Akednefer moving up there for Jove. And Ludwig there, dead. Ach, mein Arsch! He shot me in mein ass, asshole! Help me! Nein, we don't want to die as well. Armored car following up there for Hans. That's going to be a problem for Joe. I mean, he does have like Kednefer, but he's going for a flak half track, which is certainly a bit rare Oberkommand West play at the moment. I mean, sure, it's going to be more useful with the balance patch when the hits. Though, in this regard, he's actually prepared to hit and gone for Panzer section on the Sturm Pioneers. That's actually good there by Jove. That's a bit more foresight there. Hitting points as well. So again, even it's sort of, drawing attention towards the west, then it's hitting in the east. But he's also trying to push in towards the center. In this case, though, it's not working out due to the Vickers. He's simply put, though he does have the battle group headquarters here, by the way, he's going to need artillery to force out the Vickers here. Otherwise, I don't think he's going to have much luck with that unless he's going to launch a bigger assault with infantry from several sides and that way flush it out.
A capture point is being overrun.
We'll have to see how that works out. Armored column is down there. Flak half track moving up there by Kednefer supporting. Quick incendiary grenade there against the Vickers. That's going to force it out. That should hopefully force it out. There we go. 2 centimeter flak they're opening up as well. The 2 centimeter flak though was more commonly mounted on, well, trucks, regular trucks like the Opel Blitz, other trucks, but also say cars, usually heavier cars like I think it's the Horst or something like that, but usually also mounted for that. They're forming up sort of numerous ways of just having mobile anti-aircraft firepower. A little fun fact there for those not aware. In fact, most flak guns, if they were mobile, were usually mounted on trucks. I mean, the whole sort of armoured flak tank, was generally a much rare concept, I think, in all armies. But the fighting here could incendiary grenade the section when engaged from there. Sniper causing problems for Jove in the centre. Akednefer creeping ahead. He's tried to bait in the armoured car there in the east side. Hans pushing again. Also laying down mines in preparation for the push ahead. Very good move there by Hans. There's some aggressive tactics there, but at the same time also planning ahead for an eventual retreat. There's actually some depth of tactics there by Hans. In the centre, Akednefer securing the victory point here. Troops reinforcing. Troops being pushed back here. And a bit of quiet there. We got the sniper opening up there. 7 kills for the king country. Troops here reinforcing. Sturm Pioneers forced out. Then Akednefer coming towards the centre. And back here, nothing further going on though. Volkskamp is ready to move once more for the fatherland, Germany. Noting, by the way, he could go for some assault rifles, and of course Hans could consider weapon racks and some Bren guns here at this point. Maybe even some Piets, but there you go. Smoke's been popped to cover up, I think. I'm not actually sure what he's trying to cover up there. I'm guessing he was trying to avoid like Kednefer more than anything. Flak half tech almost knocked out there. Panzer X flying, getting a few good hits there on the armoured car. Getting back there, but going to need some repairs. The Sturm Pioneers, but they have to fall back, which then, for at least the time being, robs us for the frontline anti-tank element. Also got man here around the Cove Point, taking no chance there against Hans, who was then freshly pushing up with the sappers towards the eastern fuel point, and also grabbing the west side there. So again, sort of good map control there by Hans against Jove, who's now trying to push through the centre, but sadly wasn't able to cope to do it due to simply the presence of the armoured car and the sniper, meaning Jove was able to, well, Hans was able to get this MG42, or not MG42, but Vickers machine gun back inside the house. Jove following up there with an MG34 to support his men. Not a bad idea, but I do think Jove needs to sort of try and apply more pressure on the flanks here, instead of just focusing too much in the centre there. It can quickly become a trap there for Jove if he's not careful. In particular, then, of course, his Hans has absolutely no hesitation in hitting his fuel points in return. And there you go, he's also quick to mine them as well there. Flak half track there being repaired. And there you go, pulling back the sappers, but hoping at least he can sort of bait him into the mines, then that way, cause some more harm. But in this case, he's trying to grab the point, but at the same time, remains somewhat in cover. The problem is, I mean, in theory, he's getting cover, but only for the men actually behind the bushes. The rest aren't, so I mean, they're still going to die pretty easily. All he can do is just try and stay at max range. But the problem is, they actually kind of want to go back. There's occasionally a bit tricky there, but Yeah. Armoured car moving up there. Propagandacaster for Fulks is nearby. He's pretty much expecting here the armoured car to move up there. Good prediction there by Jove. Slight movement here towards the centre. Might want to keep the flak half tech about there, or perhaps the MG34. But he's moving both here towards the east to secure the fuel point. But again, that leaves his car front a bit more vulnerable. Sturm Pioneers moving west with more Sturm Pioneers on the way for Jove. Mine goes off there, killing poor Jürgen. Sending up here again, trying again for the centre. Sniper fire against the Sturm Pioneers in the west. So Jove there again. I think he should try more sort of trying to push up through here and hit the flank there instead of just focusing exclusively through the centre. Again, it can be a bit of a trap there. At least he's going to need the light infantry gun to sort of really break through with that Vickers then. So far, Jove has actually not gone for the artillery at all, which is again is a bit of a surprise. Most double commandos players, in fact, go for this one solely for the medics and the light infantry gun. They generally don't bother with the flak half-tracks. In that regard, there's a bit of a surprise there from Jove. He's going there for tech up, but going to be the Schwerpanzer quarters to support the front line, maybe bring out some Obersoldaten. He's also putting quite a few munitions, and I think should consider some mines of his own around here. That could do a lot for example to stop the mobility of the armoured car, but also just make it harder for Hans to harass him. Push up the west here. Sturm Pioneers with Minesweepers, Volksgrenadiers, Panzerschreck, Sturm Pioneers with Kedmev and the flak half-track. So again, he's trying to shift there. He's making attacks here and there, trying to sort of figure out where Hans sort of is and isn't. And lastly, pushing again for the western fuel. Trying to occupy the house here, but the looks of it, gain it back and turn it against Hans. Armoured coming up, then to 5 from the MG34. And again, lacking a bit of the elements, and straight into the mine there. Half the unit gone. Trying to lay down sandbags to help defend the fuel point. Didn't quite work out there. Schwerpanzer's quarters being set up to cover the cut-off point. That's going to give Jove a bit more freedom of movement versus Hans, who has already taken up him. I mean, Hans got sort of a nice territorial lead there over Jove so far, and he's saying not missing a beat to move ahead there and get out some tanks. He could also go for some commanders if he wanted to, but so far none of that. He got the western fuel point there almost secured again for Jove and the Panzerlehr Panzer Division. Sapper sneaking up. And a bit of sniper fire here. In this case, it looks like he's using the first because basically an infantry screen for the Sturm Pioneers, basically sort of allowing to figure out how much of a response is Hans actually sitting towards the west there, and thusly, you know, set up for it. But so far, Hans is more occupied for the east, so that's slightly working out for Jove in the west. But again, his eastern flank here could slowly crumble under Hans' steady pressure. Black half track trying to deal with the troops in the centre. In the house, that's not quite working out for them. Sturm Pioneers taking up north. Sapper's going up there, so the right flank is being pressured pretty hard there by Hans. Jove there could soon go for some Obersoldaten. He could also, I don't know, go for some doctrinal infantry or something else. I mean, he could go for spec hops, Obersoldaten with infantry Sturmgewehrs, and we got a full retreat here from Hans almost. At least he's falling back a bit, sniping towards the west. He could also call in some commanders through there. I mean, he's flooding quite a bit of manpower at the moment. He could also easily afford to go for some fuel caches or munitions caches. For example, fuel cache and just rush ahead of Jove there in terms of armour, easily. Mines there as well though. Hans is certainly not losing any time to sort of just mine down. And there we go, commanders up north, east Johnson Court. Going got light cannon bombs, but in this case only ends up harming themselves. Not really a good throw there. You throw like a girl. No, I don't. Well, you got us hurt. Well, rubbish grenade. A bit of sneaking about there. Joe beginning to upgrade some of his folks because they're with assault rifles with Sturmgewehr. Others healing up and getting more assault rifles. Certainly sort of some close prodding here and there. No sort of huge all-ins so far from either side. More cautious play. As we're trying to figure out what the other one is up to. Where they are and where they aren't. But Hans is going to be able to roll out the first tank. Jove behind, but not too far behind either. In theory, he could have focused on rush out Yak Panzer, hopefully with the first Cromwell there, and sort of that way maybe try and gain a bit more an armoured advantage longer term. He could, of course, also just try and decide to wait a bit longer and just go for the Panther, and that way, you know, we get a bit of dominance.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
A Panzer IV, I think, would be the overall weaker choice here. Bit of fighting in the west. Folks are pushing back this section there. Simply because the Panzer IV, even with extra armor, just tends to be not sort of cost-wise very efficient versus, I mean, Cromwell, because it's more easy to just get 2 Cromwells, and it's like, you know, the Panzer IV can't deal with that. Whereas, you know, one Panther can more easily deal with 2 Cromwells, in particular if it's well supported.
We're losing a capture point.
Commander Securing about, and the Tombstone's been good use of the cover there to space this out with an ambush. Nice work there by Hans. So of course also proving to be quite a headache. Fulcher's waiting behind. He's ready to try and move through here, but he's waiting for something, and in this case spots the Cromwell flak after him up. In this case might be moving a bit too close. He's finding though going for a bit of light artillery. Good hit from the Cromwell there on the flak half track. There's a lot of dancing about between these two players. Fulcher's hiding out in the west. He's probably trying to wait here for Hans to push towards the centre of the right hand side and then hit the fuel point again. So that way Jove is trying to just harass Hans' fuel constantly, and that way ensure that Hans doesn't get too much of a fuel build up over Jove, which is definitely tactically sound. In this case though it seems like he's not. He's actually withdrawing them from the west and to tank away for Hans. He's always beginning to worry that Jove might bring out some tanks as well. In that regard, the tank anti-tank gun will certainly help his tank and his armoured car.
What next? Cromwell tank, reporting for orders.
So the quad here, we got Commander sneaking up. And he's going to light cannon bomb.
Anti-tank gun finished.
Otto and Fritz dead. 6-pounder gun following up there, and he can go for the Jagdpanzer now. Of course, he might go for the Panzer IV. He could, of course, go for the Panther. We'll have to see what he aims for, but again, I think the Panzer IV at the moment would be a bit the weaker choice. That's generally sort of my general thought at the moment. I mean, if you're the upper command vessel, unless you're actually ahead of your opponent, you generally don't go for the Panzer IV. You either go for the Jagdpanzer or the Panther, because those Cromwells can generally give you a lot of trouble. And thus you need something sort of more like that favourably deal with them. And the Panzer IV don't really have that much of a favour, even if it's more expensive, getting got more armour. It tends not to work out that well when the opponent can just much more quickly just bring out another Cromwell. Cromwell being pushed back though. Good fuel kidnap for hits there. Hans still dominates the centre, and there you go. He is going for the Panzer IV. Need to pull back the flak after that. Sniper did some nasty damage here with a critical shot. Sturm has been up to try and repair, but this is not looking good here. You've had full supporting, but the Sturm is out in the open, taking hits. Armoured car moving up. He's not going to be able to make it, I fear. Not enough anti-tank nearby either. We got the light infantry gun though on the scene finally. Panzer shot fired. Pop smoke there. Ken Meffer is nowhere near to be seen. It's back at the base actually. Panzer halfway done. Looks like there we go. He makes it with a flat half track. Damn close there for Jove. Damn close, but there goes Jump Hunting hit from the start. We got Fultz coming up. They're hitting the commanders. And the commanders, they're stuck behind the fence and the sandbags. And he's tried to retreat them, but they need to vault. They need to vault. Oh no. Getting burned alive horribly. Oh no. That was a bit of a bad development there for Hans. And I suppose that's also another reason why he might occasionally just try and place sandbags close up to the car, but occasionally he might get some enemy units stuck there. I'll wait Panzer IV out there, pin bump machine gun on the way there, light infantry gun firing away. Vickers has been repositioned, probably due to the pressure of the lightest infantry. Shoots Panzer IV strikes towards him. Got a 6-pounder gun ready here to open up on it. Cromwell moving in as well here. Panzer IV there taking hits. Misses the Cromwell tank there. Second hit from the 6-pounder gun. Easily goes through the armour. And in the east here, Fultz they're being sniped here. With another Cromwell on the way there for Hans. At that point again, the Panzer IV is simply put going to struggle. Fultz is moving eastwards. We got Vickers, Section, Sappers, and the Sniper there.
Ready for action.
Big 2 points. While Science is also getting up a lead there over Jove at the moment. Fultz a bit of trouble there. I think he's actually gotten Piats as well, besides the Ren guns. Yes, indeed. The Projector Infantry Anti-Tank. Really awkward name. Leslie White was just called a Piat. And it was also really uncomfortable to use. It relied based on spring loading, so there's a lot of, in a sense, recoil, I suppose. Well, not like there, but just it sort of you had to brace it on your shoulder, so you tend to get a very sore shoulder, if not a broken shoulder, from using it. Plus, it had a lot of defects. It was basically relied on a needle, which could bend, so you couldn't fire the weapon. So it wasn't exactly the most popular anti-tank weapon, but it was rather what the Brits had to work with, it seems. I can't remember the spot for the Crom. That's going to be a close one. Sturmpanics and he by the Panzer IV. Cromwell here ready as well. Tries to shoot here. Misses. Jove under a lot of pressure from Hans, who does very much have the advantage attack-wise. Vickers setting up there, but under fire from the Fed folk. Artillery raining down as well, but Saber hit there. Vickers suppressed. The umpires bring up there as well. Might hit the Cromwell. Panzer IV holding back from now. Sniper opens up the Sturm Pioneers, and there you go. Forced retreat. Panzer IV strikes in through the centre like a vengeful god thing. Doesn't quite actually make an impact. Light infantry gun there just continues to sort of blast with this. Some of the Vickers machine gun crew. Panzer IV there tries to sort of dislodge them. Cromwell's firing away, their sniper supporting. Panzer IV quickly falls back. In this case, Jove is not going to try and risk his Panzer IV on any silly manoeuvres there against Helping Hands. Second Academy for there following up for Jove. More anti-tank. Though he's also reasonably close to Yak Panzer. He's also, by the way, floating a lot of munitions in that regard. That is, but Jove could have benefited a lot from, some mines. Flak half track though, closing in on Veterinary 2 very, very slowly. I mean, it's almost halfway there, but still some time to go. It hasn't really been able to sort of see much usage, as he's mostly tried to use it to dislodge units from houses, and that's not really where the flak half track is good. Second Academy for there for Hans. Do anything further back at the base there? No specializations chosen either. Academy for hits the tree, and we got a land matches out there for Hans. Gonna add some artillery there versus Joe's Hans. We'll try and deal with them that. And there you go, Vickers push back. Panzer IV opening up here on the Vickers forcing it away. Section a bit of trouble. We got the armored car moving about here as well. Could use target trait then, trying to mobilise the Panzer IV for a bit. But instead he just attacks around there through here. And Cromwell just continues to support for here. We also got Sturmpans flanking up for here, going to the centre. Hans has been pulling too much towards the eastern side, and that's actually left the centre and the west wide open. In fact, if Joe tried to hit through here, could probably grab a lot of territory away from Hans. Panzer IV head, there we go, stunned here, or at least turret jammed by a sniper. Panzer IV needs to pull back, he had to tank as he get up. Cromwell being pushed back, Panzer firsted, Schrecked. McKenna needs to get up here. Venture 2 there, but it's getting separated from most of the force. Panzer IV halfway there. From commanders appearing here, wiping out the Sturm Pioneers. No, those are actually the Volksgrenadiers. The Sturm Pioneers are there, but still pretty close there. Bit of a hefty engagement there between the two, and the commanders, by the way, pretty much hit Veterans 1 right away. MD-34 their next target for the commanders. Panzer IV up here, pushes back the armoured car. In this case though, what saves the MD-34 bit, there's the flak half track. Pretty close though, pretty brutally close. Definitely needs to try and sort of hit the west flank there. Force Hans to dispatch troops away from there. Panzer IV pulling back. Though halfway to Vitcheny 2. Could go for a Yak Panzer now versus all these tanks in the armoured car. A Yak Panzer I think would be a really good choice here for Joe. Would certainly help, I think, with the target AFR. But there you go, we continue going for the Panzer IV here and the flak half track with the Cromwell. He doesn't have anything he needs. He's got one McKenna over there, but already in a bad spot. Moves out the Panzer IV to deal with it. Smoke popped. He might still lose it, and there we go. Gets the Panzer IV. McKenna in a lot of trouble. Light if you got to get to it in the sappers though. And we got a land matches barrage here from Hans, the first one, landing straight into his, trying to move forwards, then backwards. So ends up not killing an actual lot there, so that's got to feel like a bit of a whiff there for Hans. Up work then the Panzer IV, otherwise healing reinforcement. No Orbsoldaten, no doctrine either. We got here a quick vehicle crew repairs from Hans, allowing him to repair all of his vehicles at once. And he's going for another Panzer IV here. I mean, 2 Panzer IVs versus 2 Cromwell's not half bad, but there's a part of me that still would prefer, I think, a Yak Panzer because it's just going to have a higher rate of fire and range than the Panzer IV plus better penetration, meaning overall it's a lot more likely to actually do some serious damage as the Cromwells. But he must be clearly worried about the enemy infantry as well. But there he goes, pushing through the centre there, which has been rather weakened, but also the west side, which is completely open. So, got response there by Jove. Not just too focused, just trying to destroy Hans head on, but also trying to do some economic harm. So while Hans is pouring everything into the east, Jove is moving elsewhere as well. Very close to 82 than the Panzer IV. If he can hit that, that'll definitely be a huge boost there, since it'll be getting more accuracy, which really is a great boost for the Panzer IV. Vickers there, halfway to virtually free. Volkswagen's reinforcing, healing, and second Panzer for their line for Jove and the Panzer later in the west. Kidman for supporting the infantry push here, plus an MD-34. Volkswagen's hiding behind you, ready to ambush any troop trying to move out.
Trying to take one of our points.
But there you go, Flamethrower through there. We got Panzer 4 engaging the Cromwell there, eventually 2 up. Panzer Shake 5, missed. Anti-tank moving up, needs to recover the Panzer 4. Other Panzer 4 moving up. We got again a turret jam there from the sniper. 6 Panzer gun sitting up there, and he's running right in front of it. Get away, Joe! Schnell! Down to half health there, needs to pull it back further. Making progress in the west though, Fulton's being pushed back with the Cromwell. And Panzer 4 moving up, armoured car shoots, penetrates through the side armour. Needs to pull back the Panzer 4, I think, further back. Then in the west, Cromwell is on a rampage here against Jove, who's got nothing to stop it. The KMF was not in a position to actually help there. And there you go, Fulton's got right, another loss for Jove and Germany, who's now by the way floating 500 munitions. That's kind of crazy there. I do think Joe should go for some. There you go, a Kevin spotted by the commandos. They might get wiped there. In this case, gets a bit lucky and gets away. Very lucky there, almost right by the Cromwell.
Butter your orders. Commander abilities ready.
Push enforcing, and we got Panzer Fusiliers. Ends up going for Panzer Fusilier, equipping them with the G43s. Moving ahead there for Germany. A full 6-man squad. Panzer Fusilier, basically just being another name for Panzer Grenadier, reserved for the most elite divisions like, well, the Großdeutsch and some detachment made from it later on. Other units will also get them, but technically it's just another name for Panzer Grenadier. Gun artillery strike. He's actually going for a assault artillery on this sector, but there's just nothing there, so he's assuming Hans is sort of lined up here, but in this case he isn't, so that's something a bit of waste of munitions. 200 munitions to be specific, which is rather a lot here. But in this case, they're pulling off a slight flank here. Panzer forming up, supported by Sturmpanic squad. Panzer for this as well. Here going for the Vickers there. 6-pounder gun has been separated, so in that regard, it kind of works out there for Jove. Going straight for the Vickers, engaging up close with machine guns. And smoke's been going down as well. Panzer continuing up here against the 6-pounder gun. Here in the west, we've got Panzer 4 there versus Cromwell. And up here, section being suppressed by the MD-34. Almost got the 6-pounder gun there, going for but there's mine. Right next to it. Could grab the Vickers. Cromwell moving in. Sappers nearby as well. And he hits the mine. He hits the mine. Oh, scheisse. And there you go. The infantry push back, meaning now the Panzer 4 is without any real support against the Cromwell veteran G2 and a lot of sappers with Piats. This is pretty bad stuff. He's rushing over the Panzer 4 to support these here in the west. Armoured car going on a rampage as well, plus a Cromwell. Shattering Jove's western lines. This is turning out to be pretty disastrous here for Jove. Hans launching a full counterattack across the entire front here almost. Veteran free. Small chance of getting the Cromwell there. Still punching with can. Other Panzer 4 moving in. Misses point blank there. Akedmov gets a hit. Cromwell there. So close to 53, but also close to death here. Panzer 4 going in. He's moving about here through the rear lines. He's desperately trying to keep it alive. Panzer 4 misses. Cromwell misses. Needs to be careful not to get too close to the spare Panzer quarters either. Other Cromwell moving in. We got the armoured cars as well. They're going to rush in and try and save the Cromwell. There you go. Pops the smoke between here. Trying to cause confusion, make it harder here for Jove to see the great use of smoke. Armand coming in as well there. He's trying to keep track of everything. And, there we go. Pulls it off. Akedmov moving up. It's going to be too late here. Quickly brushes past it. And he moves up another Cromwell here to cover the retreat. Armand car there blitzing past as well. And there we go. Disengages with the other Cromwell, saving the first Cromwell. That was quite an impressive rescue there by Hans. Quite an impressive rescue. Tried to pop a smoke screen there to cover up the retreating armoured car. In this case, didn't work for it, but still, saving a Cromwell there was a very impressive trick there by Hans. Very impressive. Very nice work. They've got the Panzer 4 blitzing in. Going in very aggressively. Jove wants vengeance for Germany. The problem is, there's just a lot of sappers there. And there you go. Gets a Cromwell, but his Panzer 4 is about to get knocked out. And instead, he tries to back across instead of just keeps moving, whether it gets closer than where the sappers have a better chance of hitting it. So, I think if you just tried to move through here, that would actually work better, I think. He might even caught the other Cromwell, but instead he backed away towards them, which rather cost him his Panzer Force. That's a huge loss there for Jove. He's lost both his Panzer Force. He's lost a lot of other units. And, well, he didn't really get that many casualties in Hans in return. So that's pretty bad there for Jove. He's filling up now with Panzer Fusiliers, though. The best of the best of the very best. Almost. No Obersoldaten, though. He seems to be not so keen on them. He just wants perhaps something just for larger numbers that can survive a lot more in that regard. The Panzer Fusiliers very much fit the bill. Another barrage already there from Hans. bearing down upon the Germans as they try to capture the eastern fuel point. Vickers then moving ahead with Panzerfusil support. He's actually going to try and attack the land matches inside Hans' base. That's pretty ballsy there. In the centre there we got Sniper there, we got Vetri, forced jump pass by Jove. Good work. Sniper hits Vetri 3 but gets run off, and there you go. Hans not going for 2 but 3 crumbles now. He's really going to be rolling over Jove soon. Jove cannot afford to go for any more Panzer force again. At this point he's going to have to go for a Panther, because even a Jagdpanzer is going to find itself hard pressed versus 3 crumbles. And so the Panther will as well, but at least it's, you know, got the frontal armour, the turret, and the speed to have a chance there as the crumbles. We got a pick push here, we got the MD-34 setting up, that's just one section being caught out in the open. Panzer is firing away at point blank as well. Sturmpanies nearby, Cromwell rushing through the centre. We got another cannon over here for Jove and Germany. So that is 2 crumbles there for Hans. Eastern fuel point there secured by the Panzerfusil, they need to retreat soon. Also, he might want to do something with the Vickers, but looks like he forgot about it. Oh dear, that could actually be knocked out there by Hans and be taken. Or just be completely wrecked. But there you go, Commanders versus the Vickers. Machine gun. Machine gun gewehr. And there you go, Cromwell out here in the west there. Cromwell making sure with the full grenadiers. He's going to have to retreat there soon enough. They did damage the engine. And there you go, Cromwell striking here. That's going to likely knock out the Vickers, I think. Because again, Jove pretty much seems to have forgotten about it and just left it there. Just not going to be paying attention to it because he doesn't, you know, think about it. So, and there you go, he retreats it, but will it be in time? Cromwell rushes ahead there and almost gets it, but not quite. In the west, we got a smoking down from the Cromwell to cover infantry retreat. And there you go, wipes the Vickers on retreat entirely. So that didn't work out there for Jove at all. In the west, Cromwell engaged. We got Jove there pushing forward with a lot of Raketenwerfers, Panzerfusil, and Sturmpioniere. MD-34 coming in the centre. And we got more Panzerfusil rolling ahead. He really wants to destroy those tanks. He wants to end them.
They're trying to take it.
But in this case, it doesn't quite work out there. Hans was able to fix the damaged engine of the other Cromwell. And there we go. We've got a quick land match barrage to cover up the entire thing here and wreck Jove's assault. Another Raketenwerfer right has been abandoned. He's then recruiting another one here. Panzerfusil are close being wiped already. This is turning out. After their damaged engine, Raketenwerfer they're firing at the other Cromwell. So close to Veterinary 3, but he might actually lose it. There's a Raketenwerfer, which would be a bit sad, and considering he just not too long ago put in all that effort to save it. But he does pull it away here. Jove, they're getting very close to the Panther. The manpower-wise, he does need to sort of save up a bit. Troops hitting the eastern fuel point again, and the Cromwell moving towards the centre. Also no longer match, so no mid-game analysis. MD-34 setting up there, there's the Cromwell, not a good position. Raketenwerfer setting up there. Schnell, Ludwig, I want to see that Panzer burning. I want to hear some screaming. But how? Well, you know, it could be trapped, and you know, but slightly out of the tank. Just stop it, Fritz. Raketenwerfer wiped again. He's losing a lot of Raketenwerfer crews. So far, though, Hans has yet to bother even grabbing one of them. So I guess that kind of works out for Jove. But he's got the fuel now, he just needs some manpower. He's altering the western points. He could continue a breakthrough tactics to help quickly cut off the territory there. Section with Bren guns rushing into the Sturmpaniers. Less good job there. Cromwell though supporting. That's good. But again, note how Jove sort of constantly shifts the centre of attention and conflict here from different points of the map. He doesn't get too caught up at any point of the map, and neither does Hans. I mean, Hans responds to this, but at the same time, Hans is not just playing a defensive game. He also pushes whenever he can see it. So, I mean, 2 top players there going at each other. Sturm has a bit of trouble. Panzer is pushed back in there against the section. Commander sneaking back there, close to Veterinary 2. And there you go, Cromwell striking here at Raketenwerfer.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Troops reinforcing healing. Again, needs to be careful about reinforcing too much. Again, he can't afford all these losses he needs. The Panther soon enough. I mean, he could theoretically be playing for the Jagdtiger, but the Jagdtiger right now would be pretty silly. He lost another unit, another Raketenwerfer Grenadier, and there you go, Commander spot here, but the Panzerfusiliers, a lot of G43s flying away there. 12 hardened German Panzerfusilier. Get those bastards! I want them! You know, bleeding!
Trouble, trying to take one of our
Fill
points.
them with holes! But Hans though is just exercising his arm advantage there versus Jove. I mean, again, Jove is very close to the Panther now. Just a bit more to go. Bit more, and there you go. Immediately begins calling in. There's going to begin reinforcing his other units. Hans though can actually soon go for another crumble, though he could of course also just try and, you know, take up and prepare for, say, comets. Okay, whenever they're pushed back. Flak after another comet, but the flank placement there is almost knocked out as well. Panther halfway down there for Jove and the Panzer Division. Cromwell's operating here. Almost got the victory point there. We got a huge lead there for Hans over Jove, by the way, as well. Huge lead. Focus under fire there from the Cromwell tank. The element there is already A status with 19 kills. Veteran D3. More mines from Hans. Good work there, though he's actually now floating a ton of munitions as well. He could easily lay down a ton of mines across the map, though, to be honest. Just make it really difficult for Jove to come about there. We got Sap moving into the Folks going to do this there. Panther's ready though. We got Panzer Fusiliers, Sturm Pioneers, and Kenver's aid support. Moving ahead here for Germany. Pin bump signals with the Panther. Sap's out now being shot to bits here. Cromwell opening up there on the Panzer Fusilier. The Panther moves ahead. Commanders there. Under fire comes the Panzers. There we go. Veteran 2 on 1 squad. Increasing, I believe, accuracy. And then we got full service Sap person section in the east. That Panther there holding up around the centre. Needs to be careful he doesn't leave it too unsupported though. There's a lot of Cromwells in the wrong. Good move from Hans, but he's wrecked if he's not too careful.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Up here we got the Cromwell striking in. Panther moves up. Damage engine. Flamethrower fire there. Cromwell there trying to flank the Panther. Good move in this case, but he gives up. Half health there on the Cromwell. And okay, we have to get to go down the Cromwell there as well. I mean, with the Panther, Jove can threaten the Hans one particularly. He actually gave it some experience. I mean, that's really going to be the problem. And once it hits 52, the Cromwells will struggle very much with it, since it's going to be quite well armoured. In particular from the front, which is rather what matters.
Our headquarters are under fire.
Almost got the land matches there. Hans caught a bit of guard, and we got more Panzer Fusiliers for Jove. He's just not going for the Obersoldaten, he's just relying here on Panzer Fusiliers again. I imagine it's the sheer durability of them with the 6-man squad there that rather compels Jove to go for them over the Obersoldaten. Hits a mine there, minor loss, and hits another mine, more losses. Also notice actually picked up here there on them. Sturm Pioneers thrust away. You get the Panther fixed up a bit, just so it's full health at all times would be a good idea.
We're losing a capture point.
Hans floating a lot of resources. I mean, part of course it's just for pop cap, but I mean there's always things like mines, booby trap, or not booby trap, you know, caches for example, upgrades. You know, you could prepare for, say, you know, comets. You could actually go for heavy sappers. I mean, there are several options there for Hans to sort of contemplate with all the resources he's got. Can't really, you know, go for plays or anything like this. They do require pop cap there, I believe, as the British, so they're rather beyond his scope. We got a assault artillery on the west side there. 26 kills now with them moving about. Panther there versus the Cromwell, pushing it away, and section in a bit of trouble.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
Going ahead here, and there we go, artillery raining down. Direct hit on the sniper though, direct hit. I think that's also the only thing the artillery actually manages to hit, but I think Jove is quite satisfied with 200 missions to kill that bastard. You've heard full dealing with sappers here. We got some commanders moving about there. We got the Panther moving ahead, full moving straight into the commanders though. Panther engages, gets a good hit there. Land matches fire here on the MD-34, pushing it back. And in the west, a bit of movement as well from the Panzer Fusiliers. And still floating a ton of resources. Hey, it's there going for a fourth Cromwell. They're gaining theory, even if he prepared ahead, he could actually go on for a comet. So, you know, support it maybe, then actually not. Never mind. And you could always set up for it, which isn't a bad idea. We've got Cromwell moving ahead here, though, rolling fast and swiftly. Panther there, bounces off a shot from the 6-pounder gun with his 80mm of sloped armour. face-hardened armor, by the way, which was rather designed initially just to sort of deal with the Soviet ammunition, which was soft-cored or tipped. Apparently turns out so was the Western Allied ammunition, turning out that it was also pretty good Western Allied anti-tank, and it rather gave the Germans a bit of an extra edge there, you know, if there's a general chance for the Allied ammunition to shatter off it. So that's a little fun fact there as well, by the way. Not one which sort of gets talked about a lot there. It was actually a thing though, but as the wars progressed, they sort of ran out of the stuff for it. But they sort of fought really hard just to keep that material there for it. Who's are being suppressed? We've got the older Crumbs coming in, at least some of them. Panther close veterans to 1, like Kedma push back. Panther gets good hit, then veteran 5. Here in the east, we've got Panther with his Fulskers pushing back the section there. 90 points left for Jove. Sturmpanzers need to be careful, they're out in the open. Would be a shame to lose them there, it would be an absolute shame. And 4th Crom, they're almost done for Hans. Almost. The problem is just got too much infantry and other things to actually get it. There you go. Panther gets veteran 1, gets a good hit in the Cromwell with its high velocity 75mm gun. Troops are healing, reinforcing, got the Cromwell they're moving about. Shoots and gets a good hit there. Panther going to need some repairs. Cromwell sending up. We got another assault artillery here. Jove is just calling in a lot of it. It's rare you actually see someone calling that much assault artillery, so I mean, Jove's certainly sending out in that department. Jove's then getting blasted by rocket fire. Panther taking a lot of damage from the 6-pounder gun. And there you go, 4th Cromwell out. He needs to repair the Panther as soon as possible. And there you go, Hans going in with his Red 3 Cromwell. Panther shoots. He's opening up with the Panzer Effects and whatever he can get at it. Another Cromwell in there from the north. Panther jump setting up, then a House of Carved with a Panzer Effects. Panther fast there, failed against. It seems like the Crom there just didn't go off. Hard to see, or maybe just didn't. It was just the Kedma for the shooting. Sturmpanzers almost wiped. Need to fall back. Need to fall back. Troops there taking heavy fight. Jove that's being pressed pretty hard here by Hans. It's almost got, you know, no more eventually feed tanks there. Panther moves hit though, but heavily damaged. Pretty risky there by Jove. Pretty risky. There's also close to T2. At which point the Cromwell's chance of penetrating it rather dropped somewhat. Oh, penetrating hit there from long range. Need to pull back the Panther though. Blitzkrieg. Shot missed. Failed to penetrate. Super close to T2. We got all the Croms going in there. He's going all in. He's going all in. He's taking fire there from Kedma. There we go. Gets the ace. Cromwell gets the ace. T2 for the Panther. Increased armor and health. Increasing its overall durability there. And also increasing the chance of the Cromwell to penetrate. I think like at full range then, for example, it goes down to like less than 33%. And even at close range, it's going to be close to 50. There you go. One knocked out with the main gun. Another one completely dead. This is turning out to be a pretty bad engagement here for Hans. He needs to break off. He needs to break off. And he really wants that Comet dead. Panther dead. He's willing to risk it all. And one gets abandoned. All of a sudden, this turned out to be a pretty bad engagement there for Hans. He went all in there. Thing is, they still got a lot of resources. He can still follow up here. Of course, it would have helped if he had prepared ahead here with, say, hammer tactics, so he can actually follow up with comets instead. Set those quickly to go for the Firefly there. This Cromwell, though, has been abandoned. Deep within enemy territory, and Jove is quick to fix it up. Though obviously, that means another tank. He has to be careful with his Panther. I mean, it would be pretty sad for Jove to lose his Vetsy 2 Panther now.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
But there he goes on the prowl. He's also calling up more Panzer Fusiliers. Still no sign of the Orbital Garden. There's his 4th squad here. Panzer Fusilier. Grenade goes off. Almost killing the machine gun crew there. Rushing with the big 2 points. He's down to just 40. Actually, 39 now.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one of our points.
There we go. Cromwell good to go. Panther next target for repairs. And then quickly fills up there with the Panzer Fusiliers. Panzer is opening up on the sappers and the section there. Quick steel hand granate. Gets a good hit off Vetsy 2. We got another landmaster barrage here trying to deal with the Western harassment. He could rather use breakthrough tactics to further support it. But there you go, a lot of Sturmpanzers working to get that Panther back in action as fast as possible. We got the Cromwell up to support the centre, and we got a Cromwell on the way there for Hans. Still no sign here of hammer tactics or comets. We got the Firefly fully upgraded with a commander, but also the Tulip rockets, which weren't really exclusive to the Firefly. It was actually sort of used on several Sherman tanks, so be used for the Rhine crossing to support that one. Fun fact. Don't know how effective they were. Don't know how effective they
threatening
were.
a capture point.
Panthers they're flanking the 6-pounder gun. Good work. The Chrome takes a hit there. We got the Panther moving up aggressively. Minimal infantry support, and there you go. Takes several hits there from the loops. Getting stunned up. They're a bit of a risky move there, but Joe's trying to blitz, but he can't blitz. Then when he can't move, and there you go. Gets away. Gets away very quick, but takes several hits there. Shots going through. Almost knocked out. That was a pretty risky move there by Jove. Pretty risky. Reckless even. You might want to support it with another Panther here soon enough. Fighting for the centre victory point, and there we got the Cromwell moving up here to support. Tank commander on the way. Jove's men thrown reckless into the fight again though. Hans doesn't have a Vickers machine gun, so he can't really that way sort of suppress the men and sort of stop them from being too effective. We got Betty for them, the Panzer for this, they have to retreat soon. Panther then receiving priority repairs, Cromwell just hiding about. And he got the 6-pounder gun there, actually. That's a bit of a loss for Hans. Veteran for the MD-34 coming in the centre, we've got the Cromwell moving up here. Panther almost good to go again. Manpower wise though, Jove is struggling a bit there. Hans still got quite a bit there floating about and could easily sort of fill up.
Are on the way. We're going to give the enemy a bloody nose.
And there we go, he finally goes for something. It is hammer tactics in the end. Just a bit late with that, I feel, but there you go. Firefly gets got it on the Panther. Panther returns the favour. Quickly falls back. Another penetrating hit there from the Firefly. No issues there. Veterans who one gained.
Capture point is being
And Cromwell here quickly striking at the section. They're trying to flank in on the machine gun. Land matches fire here. Patrick's moving about. We've got the commanders moving ahead. He's making really good use of the commander's ability to sort of just move through cover, basically cloaked in that way, advancing the enemy. That's a really nice ability, and he's making great use of it. There you go, getting very close and wiping out a full Panzer for this squad. I mean, really strong play there with the commandos. Very rare play as well, but definitely a bit of an ace touch there. Sturmpanzer is moving up there. Commanders being pushed back here with heavy Panzer Fusilier and Panther fire. Also impressive, he's still got his veteran 5 Sturmpanzer. Most players would have lost him by now. But not Joe.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
And there you go, goes for breakthrough tactics, just be able to run to that point neutral to ensure he doesn't beat out of more victory points. Had to be done that a bit sooner though, and he's actually planning for Jagdtiger now. I mean, he could theoretically go to work with the Cromwell and the Panther. I mean, that would be a pretty nasty move. It would seem a bit reckless. Quick shot there as well from the Panther, close to eventually 3. At which point it's going to be a real problem there for Hans once he gets between 3 and becomes more mobile and also gets a higher rate of fire, which definitely puts it into the very nasty category of things. Zaps out in the overtake fire from the Panthers. Panthers in the centre fighting desperately to gain control of the centre. There you go, we got the Panthers moving up there, very close to 5 there. Firefly moves up, we got a Cromwell on the way there for Hans. Jove is still just building fuel there, not entirely sure what he wants to do with it. Again, we forget to put it in the Firefly, pushing it back, and there you go, the eventually 4 Panzers reject the sappers there. Panther rolls forward. The Model D Panther, actually Model A, the Model D was the first model of the Panthers to look for frontline action, which also had a lot of flaws, but actually saw fighting all to the way of the end of the war as a fun fact. Some even fought, I believe, in Berlin. The A model then followed, the D model, and then you had the G model. There was also a theoretical F model, which some claim, by the way, fought sort of around the end of the war, which basically had some more narrow turret, but with the stronger frontal armour and some other advantages, but I'm less sure about that one. I mean, it could have happened, it might not have happened. 6-pounder gun being cut down here by the Panzer Fusiliers. Cromwell moving ahead here, German Cromwell it is, and there you go, Sappers takes a few losses there. And there you go, Comet out here for HelpingHans with the 77mm gun, and there you go, gets put it in the Cromwell, pushing back Jove's tank there. Panther almost fixed up, and he could almost go for another Panther. He could also just go for Jagdpanzer support it all, would be a bit cheaper. And also, you know, had the same range as the Fireflies, and that way the other tanks would go fine, and then the Jagdpanzer just opens up there. Vets in the 4 on the MD-34 there, good work. Desperate fighting for the centre again there. Hans could just try and hit the eastern victory point. They seem to be getting increasingly focused on the centre. Got a smoke screen down there from the Comet there to cover up the MD-34's line of fire. Good work, and he does go for the Jagdpanzer there to support his panzers and his infantry.
The The enemy are determined, and we are down to
Going for
300
the fuel
points.
first. Panzer was the quick to counter-attack. Panther just waiting for something to do. Jove could also try and harass more on the west there. Try and draw Hans a bit away there. Of course, it might mean leaving a bit weak elsewhere. Comet there striking hard and fast. But there you go, Panther ready to respond. Gets a good hit there, very good hit. Almost 53 there, almost 50. You've got the commander's report again, this time with a Piet. I think would have been better with a Bren gun, to be honest. But nonetheless, moving out. There you go, creeping up, and again, sort of light gammon bombing some exposed targets. Very good move there. Comet quickly pulls back here, and there we go. We got the Jagdpanzer 470, or technically Panzer 470V, which stands for Wehrmacht. There was a second version made by Alket when the initial production numbers couldn't be met, so Alket had to make some as well, and they weren't well, quite as useful, so they were basically used as replacement tanks. There you go, bit 2 on the Firefly. Panther though gets eventually 3. We got breakthrough attacks again, just lamps in the point neutral there. Comet being pushed back in eventually 3 Panther. Jagdpanzer supporting, got the Firefly shooting but missing. Jagdpanzer moves ahead here with its high velocity gun. By the way, same gun as on the Panther, by the way, though in-game wise it's not quite as good, but it has a high rate of fire, though technically a Panther will also have a good rate of fire. Good hit there. Taking a lot of damage, so need to be careful, need to be careful. Too many Piers and the likes about, but he goes for it, he goes for it. He wants to get the Comet, and he gets it.
My lord, a tank's been
And he
lost.
might get the Crom there as well. That's going to be a huge loss there for Hans. And down it goes. Panther also gets away there, close to Veteran 4.
Lost its
Not
sights,
looking good
does
there
not
for
have
Hans,
a
so his
vehicle.
Firefly is still operable. Also, a fun detail about the Jagdpanzer, most crews will actually remove the muzzle brake off it because it was so low to the ground it would usually knock up a huge cloud of dust and dirt giving away the position, so they very usually sort of remove the muzzle brake.
Enemy
But moving up
threatening
and
a
clearing
capture
out the
point.
6-pounder gun crews, they might get the land mattress. Cromwell moving ahead here. Commanders are being crushed and wiped. A huge loss as well there for Hans.
Supply line.
Those brave boys who've done so much for him annihilated.
They're trying to take it.
And now Joe's going to sort of rush across the field. He's got a Vet 75 and a Vet 74 Panzer for this squad. In fact, he's almost got 2 Vet 75 Panzer for this squads. We've got the Crom there striking into the base. He's constantly harassing his opponent's base while he's making attacks into it. Good work there. Most players tend never to consider that, but Jove is clearly sort of making a few hit and runs there on Hans's base there, though he's in this case taking quite a few hits there. Jagdpanzer supporting as well there, but in this case pulling back. So Jove certainly getting more bolder, more aggressive.
Down
And his
enemies
Panther
trying
again,
to take a point from us.
very close to Vet 74. Betty 2 on the land matches, firing away a load of rockets.
The capture point is being
Going for the
overrun.
victory point, going for the cut-off point. Need to fix up the Jagdpanzer and the MD-34, they're also moving about.
We're losing a capture point.
Panzer 4 on the way there for Jove now to support the rest, makes a bit more sense now.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to
Bring him
take
back with the
one of our
Panther, there you
points.
go, swiftly engaging. Takes a hit, but there you go, gains 54, increased range and increased accuracy. And repairing the Panther as well, Panther 4 halfway done.
Anti-tank gun and crew now ready for action.
Hans not going for any more armor, he's actually suffering quite a few infantry losses. That I suppose could be the cause here for not going for any more armor, despite having quite a bit of fuel here. Or perhaps he just thinks he can rush through with a few sort of valiantly made head-on assaults. In that regard, a mortar emplacement to support him would not be a bad idea. Maybe a 17-pounder gun would actually be a helpful thing here versus all of Jove's armor. I mean, he doesn't have any artillery, so 17-pounder gun to go around the centre, I think could do a lot there for Hans in dealing with some of Jove's armor superiority here.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Panzer was there repulsed, but a good return hit there from the Cromwell, wipes out a large chunk of the section.
A capture point is being
Cromwell and
overrun.
Jagdpanzer are bringing together. We got the Sturmpanners moving up, then engaging the sappers. Cromwell gets a good hit there. And we got the MD-34 here, Vet 74, close 55 here supporting the Jagdpanzer and the Cromwell move forward. Sturmpanners are sweeping out as well.
Take a point from us.
Hans now being very heavily contained here by Jove. Panzer 4 there arrives to support. Oh, Nope, by the way, he's actually mined up the entrance of his base here because Jove's has been so consistently tanking through that he's actually taking no chances anymore. Almost got the fire. There you go. Jagdpanzer not getting hit there by a single rocket. Bad news then, the 6-pounder gun gets a good hit there. Jagdpanzer shoots back. Panther 4 moves up to support as well. Here takes it from the Firefly. Panther just doing nothing. Those actually awaiting repairs. Trying to direct the anti-tank gun. Not a bad idea there. Deny it to Hans. Deny it to the 7th Armoured, the Desert Rats. Cromwell halfway to Victory 2. Still needs to fix up the Panther there.
Ready. All ship shape and...
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Hang on, chaps. Orders.
Bit of quiet here. Joe very much enjoying an advantage, though Hans still got plenty of victory points left. Joe still got 34, so I mean, if Hans could do some quite clever moves, they could still win this. He can sort of rush the other victory points and just hold them for long enough.
We have 200
They need to be careful getting too focused in the centre here. I mean, obviously it would be easier for him to just hold 2 of these points, here 2 of these, but at the moment that's also where most of Joe's forces are focused, and that's not necessarily what Hans can actually take on there. There go, quick push for less than victory point there. Panzer would have engaged. Large into force, we've got the Panzer moving in there.
New land mattress. Supplies looking a bit squiffy.
Cromwell, though, not supporting the Panzer IV. That could always be a good combo. We've got another land mattress for Hans now. Not say tanks or anything like that, but he's going for another land mattress. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be the greatest thing right now. He needs it. Panzer is pushing back. Veggie 2, Veggie 5, striking a feet into the hearts of the Tommies. The Insular. And there you go, land mattress flying away there. Straight at the Panzer with his assault here. Hoping to wipe out, getting some good kills there. Panther 4 there. Oh, almost knocked out here by the Firefly. Jagdpanzer moves here to save the day. Close to Veggie 2. And there you go, hits Veggie 2, shoots and added. Panzer is retreated. And the Panther's good to go again. Veggie 4 and everything Firefly is Veggie 3. It is an ace tank destroyer crew. Sherman by Firefly, that was more commonly known as the Sherman VC. I'm not entirely sure where the Firefly came from, but it was not what it was officially called. It was the Sherman VC, or I think there's another version there, something C.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to
There you go, Landman's caught there. Might have been a misclick there for Hans. Though caught out in the open. He's moving in the Panther there. He's blitzing and he's going for the Firefly there with his ace Panther, or almost ace.
HQ is under attack.
Almost got the Firefly there. Almost got it. He's using their emergency war speed to get out of there. Panther down to half health. There you go. Gets it. And then, oh no, he's going to move into the mines. And there we go. The Panther's knocked out. Oh dear. Almost ace level Panther knocked out for the mines. And abandoned. Bad news there for Jove. And they go pulling back the Panther repairs. No further armor though coming there. We got the Jagdpanzer moving. It looks like Jove realised something was off. He's trying to lay down mines to cover it up.
They're
trying to get the Panther back there, but there you go. Jagdpanzer arrives to the scene. Doesn't care about the mines. Gets it. But he's going to hit the mine and retreat. No, he avoids it. He just narrowly avoids it. And then retreats with it. Now the Cromwell there for Hans, finally going for some more armour. Problem is that Joe can also easily go for more armour. He can easily bring up a Panther 4. He could go for a Panther. He could go for another Jagdpanzer. He could go for a Jagdtiger. In this case, they just opts for the Panther 4. Just another one. Hans is beginning to run out of victory points here. Joe holding on here with an iron grip. Land match was almost knocked out. Got the 6-pounder gun there. We got the Panzer with the Veggie 5. They're tearing apart the British troops. Got a Veggie 3 sapper section there. Panzer was rushing forwards here. Ooh, Gammon bomb, Gammon isn't paying attention, and there you go, loses half the squad as they get torn apart by a massive blast. That's moving up here. We got the Saps. They're fighting with the Piets, but that's no work there against the Panzer Fusiliers. And now Hans is very much contained to the confines of his base.
We're down to 100 points now.
100 points left here. Panzer 4 almost done there. We got another land matches barrage, even as another Cromwell arrives for helping Hans. Grenade here against the advancing infantry. They're so bunched up. They're so bunched up. Oh! 6 men dead with a single steel hand grenade. Huge pile of dead. 6-pounder gun there, found, got the Cromwell, they're going for the Panzer IV, need to get support up there. Yak Panzer's nowhere to be seen, other Panzer IV and the Cromwell all too far away there. But he does manage to disengage the Panzer IV before it suffers too much damage while grabbing back the northwestern victory point. Looking pretty grim here for Hans, increasingly. He's got a fraction of the force now compared to Jove.
5 points remaining.
And manpower-wise, he's just sort of constantly bleeding out, so he can't really bring up any armour to sort of, that way try and turn things around. And we got another artillery barrage called in here for no apparent reason, I think. I think he's just doing it because he can.
Enemies trying to take a point
57 points left here. 54.
Our supply line's broken.
More artillery here. Cromwell goes for the western victory point. Most of the armour nearby is there, except the Yak Panzer, but that can quickly change their imagine. Hans is making for one big final push here by the looks of it. Amassing the remaining infantry, the anti-tank gun, the Cromwell, the land match is ready to support here if it had fire. Ability, and there you go. Panzer moves up, takes hits, shots, bounce, or penetrate. Panzer is counter-attacking here. He could easily rush in the rest of his armour here to defeat Hans if he wanted to, but it seems like he doesn't quite care. He's got enough in his hands already. Another gun bomb there, pushing back the troops, allowing him to go for the point there, but there you go. Panzer with a quick rush back. Armour still not really moving, he's just hanging back. They're having a nice time of the day while the infantry bleeds out. I mean, he's just moved ahead and just steamrolled what Hans has left. 12 points left there. 9 points. 6. 4. Doesn't even grab it, finishing net 2. And with this, it's GG. Game over here. A long and bloody fight between two hardened veteran players. In the end, though, Jove was the victor. Very close there, Hans. I think, rather had a lot of good plays there. Made a lot of good moves. But right there, the move there with the 4 Cromwells against the Panther there was one of the problem. But there, at the same time, though, he'd never really done anything to prepare ahead, in case something went wrong. There's no hammer tactics, in which case we could quickly fill up with the commentary. Then that way, fill out the gap instead. It was just sort of more awkward thing happening there. And then slowly, surely, Jove won around, then sort of slowly crushed Hans there. I mean, Jove's early game was a bit, iffy. And again, I do think the 2 Panzer IVs there were a bad choice by Jove. But in the end, though, he was able to take advantage of Hans' mistakes for the turn the game around there. But I think a really excellent fight here between 2 excellent players and a very brutal melee here. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and a some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.